I don't know if you hear in the communities and places where you move and groove, hey, why don't we just merge DDOT and SMART? Can you respond to that question? I'm just curious. I know how I answer it, but I'd like to hear from you two.
Thanks, Mike. I'm not going to get into all the details because I could talk about this for an hour. I'm not exaggerating that. I'm just going to tell you that it is a political circumstance, and it is a very complicated political circumstance. I work for 3 county executives in 3 different counties. Those are very different counties, and it's a circumstance that exists in the real world, and because of those realities and the fact that there are also financial circumstances that are quite different in some ways, it's an extremely complicated situation. The RTA's future may hold something that might make a change, but I think that is something that still has to play out on so many levels. So I'm going to also let Dan put his 2 cents in.
Well, the only thing I can add, the last time there was a merger analysis done, which has been quite a while, because of federal labor protection, you'd actually save in terms of less coordination about 3 to 4%, but it would wind up costing you an additional 18 to 20%, and that's because of federal labor protection. The way it works when you merge is it takes the higher of the 2 wage rates, and it takes the higher benefit package for each, so it always goes to the top. And that's why one of the reasons you very seldom do you see a merger. I mean, let's take a look at how many cities really have one transit system. Denver, right? Okay. Chicago has 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Los Angeles has, Neil, what, 25? 65. So it's not unnormal. And I was just in Washington, D.C., you know, and there's quite a discussion on how that metro budget gets broken up. And the folks in D.C. proper want Virginia to pay a third more because Metro is running into a financial issue. So, you know, we're really not that much different than any other major metropolitan area. And I think the fact that we're working that much closer, and the way really that you can do it just by coordinating or working closer together, is you pick off the easy things, and we're starting to do that, and then you can start getting into the more difficult thing. And that is route coordination. It's very difficult because, you know, you've got a bus running on Woodward here with SMART or with DDOT every 15 minutes, and SMART's is running, what, every 20, 30 during the off-peak? So how do you coordinate the 2? The times don't equal out.
Let me mention.
Yeah.
I also have to remind you that according to state law, and so it's actual legal situation, the 3 counties have each been able to decide how they want to participate in SMART.
That's right.
Now, I was part of the decision, and I'm proud of it, that in Macomb County, where I was still a resident, we decided that we would do it the right way. And I'm not afraid to say this, even though I work for the other 2 counties. We decided to do it the right way, which is the way we're doing it, which is SMART covers the entire county. No one gets to opt out in Macomb County. The other 2 counties have decided a long time ago that they would allow the opt-out provision, and those provisions are still in place. And so it's a circumstance that complicates that politics that I was talking to you about in the first place.
Yeah, just one thing, and I'll give it to Mike. You know, it's worth looking at merger periodically. It's been a while. And I'm sure that down the road, whether it's this year, 2 years from now, 10 years from now, whatever, it'll be looked at again. I think that's worth doing, that exercise. But you have to look at the circumstances and the time to figure out what works best.
Thanks. Yeah, I agree with what you guys are saying. I do think it's about coordination, but there are a lot of political issues, union issues related to it. But one thing I don't want to lose sight of, it's about getting people connected. It's about the service. Those things are going to take time, but how can we continue to work together and coordinate the services so people out in the street can be gaining from that situation? So I would just say continuing to coordinate, having the schedules in the room, the operational folks working together, looking at efficiencies, looking at ways that we can improve the services by working together, and then making those gradual jumps as we need to. Obviously, there's a lot of political and union and other issues that they can be overcome, but I do see the opportunity. But we have to get, obviously, from the RTA standpoint, a millage passed, because in our situation and in the legislation, there are no opt-outs. So everybody's in, and you can make the system even more efficient than it is.